Forgot to add this at the beginning of the video. If you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm almost at 500. I think I'm 12 away right now, so subscribe. Delete G-Hub malware and install the Logitech gaming software, human-centric for the humans. G-Hub, centipede-centric software that are anti-human and intentionally overly complicated and attempt to scramble your minds. Logitech gaming software, de la resistance. G-Hub is broke AF, expensive hardware, useless software. Sorry, installed 62.26. I have a profile for Destiny 2, so I open it in the software, automatically switch for my desktop. G-Hub is a joke. I had multiple issues with the software, and ever since getting my G502 Lightspeed, will not. Why do people use G-Hub and not LGS? I cannot see microphone option in G-Hub. G-Hub is not functional at all. Let's talk about crap new G-Hub. Can't delete a profile. Option delete is grayed out. Have to go to settings, forget the app, and redo a default. So I think you get the point here. Logitech G-Hub, even though I haven't necessarily had the most issues with, it's pretty garbage. Here's the thing. A software should be extremely easy to use, easy to understand, and take up next to no storage. Here's my favorite software. This is called VIA. VIA is intuitive in the way that it's very simple. It's very easy to learn. All you have to do is to configure like a macro or something like that. It's just click on the thing, and then you click another thing, and then it works. Not really much to explain, but G-Hub on the other hand is this whole catastrophe of things. You have to have like 7 PhDs. You have to have like the IQ of 180 to understand G-Hub. I'm pretty sure they have like a social networking platform on there. You can mine cryptocurrency on G-Hub, I'm pretty sure. One of my previous videos was on G502 Master Race. If you haven't seen it, it's gonna pop up now. But yeah, one of my videos was on the G502 Master Race, and basically there were some tales about like some skirmishes between Logitech gaming software, which is their old software, and G-Hub users, which I didn't understand at all. I felt like an outsider to this like war. I asked for users of Logitech G-Hub, or just Logitech users in general, what gripes they have with G-Hub, and I got literal essays. I just want to find one of the comments I got though. It was a while back. Thing is about it, I'll put it on screen right now. I'm just looking. Okay, I found it. Horatio Hampkins. You have missed a very important part of r/G502 Master Race, which I'm a proud member. There are two warring factions on the sub. Those who Logitech gaming software and those who use G-Hub. Thing is though, when I went to click on the comment, it disappeared. So these two warring factions are kind of more than I was anticipating or expecting. I feel like this is like whole underground society of people who are using Logitech gaming software, and then people are above ground are using G-Hub. But those people below ground will come up and conquer someday and force everyone to use Logitech gaming software. So let me read the most, the longest message I got about G-Hub. It's from user OXDOOD. G-Hub takes a specific approach that doesn't really go over well. They try to sync hooks into Windows that gives you all these features. At the end of the day, questionable. I use Linux, I use Windows, I use Mac OS, and it actually matters worth the shit for me that I set up my mouse in some ways that we're going to work on all computers I plug it into. Wouldn't that make sense? Well, G-Hub throws that out of the window. If you don't start it up, your binds aren't going to do the same jack shit for you. That's only the beginning, really. If you need to reinstall Windows, same crap, you're going to need to set everything up again. You can't take your config with the mouse over to Linux or Mac computer. You have all the software that, and some of it is questionably implemented, and you got to have this running in the background on your computer. Up to the color animation of your mouse for you based on stuff like audio on your computer. You get the idea. G-Hub lets you save profiles to your mouse. There are even multiple slots, but it's just not the same because it's super hidden, and it's not clearly intended for you to use it. So, I just like, I felt like I just read a novel there. There was a lot to take in, a lot of emotions going through me as I was just, my eyes were just looking at every single individual word. Like, that guy was so passionate. If he uses Linux, Mac OS, and Windows all at the same time, he's probably doing some pretty important stuff, and he took some of his time just to write about G-Hub. That's how much it sucks. Firstly, G-Hub in general has some tiny bugs and glitches that aren't exactly a big deal, and that's mainly a pain in the ass, because secondly, G-Hub sometimes is just confusing to use in my opinion. LGS is way more straightforward. Settings reset and fight each other between different pieces of gear. For example, screen on sampler on both mouse and keyboard doesn't work. You set one, the other one resets, vice versa. I change the programmers. Buggy and unreliable. Anything really. So I'm going to do what he said and take a quick scroll and see what happens. G-Hub is trash. Alright, I have a G502 here. After installing G-Hub, it refused to let me use my paid for Dolby and DTS surround sounds. Thinking my last keyboard was double-clicking a letter after I bought a new one. G-Hub stuck on loading screen 10 hours ago. Let's see what these people are talking about. I'm going to grab my Logitech mouse. I have G-Hub open right now. I'm personally not getting many issues. Sure, it's not my favorite software, but here's the thing. the fact that there are so many complaints about this that are so often and so like that can be fixed. So here's my advice to Logitech. If you're watching this, go to like the actual subreddit and read what's going on, because I see so many of those complaints. Like, you cannot scroll through an r/Logitech G subreddit or a G502 Master Race subreddit without seeing complaints about the software, because that's just how dog shit it is. All right, thanks for watching. Guys. W Paracords is restocking you soon, so use code AndrewPB at checkout for 10% off. Bye. I love you. Mwah.